Hey everyone, how you doing? I find myself here at Red Team Alliance because I'm in Vegas in our pro shop, surrounded by all of our penetration equipment and such. I also find myself looking pretty sharp, not because I got a hot date or anything. I mean, hey, one of you out there, call me. But no, I just, I wanted to show off a few things. Some of you have seen me dressed up before. In fact, this goes all the way back to early this year. This is like May, I guess, when people started commenting on a few fun things that I was doing. This was a big event in New York City. I was there with Emily. You could see, of course, Johnny Christmas, Lynn Tile, lots of great people were around there with us. Kiwi was out there with us. Yeah, like just good times, right? Good times were had by all. But in addition to being all dressed up and striking poses with Grifter and other cool people, I wanted to be a little bit, a little bit me. Wanted to bring a bit of myself to the event. And what I did was I set about seeing how many covert entry tools I could carry with me when I'm looking fancy. People say I clean up pretty good, but does that mean, I can't break into buildings when I'm looking like this? Well, you tell me how I did. This is what I had on me that night. Not bad. As you can imagine, much like carrying a concealed pistol, it's hard to kind of fit certain things on your person if you're wearing finer attire, right? Now, I wasn't carrying a weapon that night because I was in New York City, but how did I go about putting a lot of stuff on me? If you've got a person in your life, maybe you're still doing some Christmas shopping, yeah, this is gonna be a tools related video, and some of the stuff in here, pretty good stocking stuffers. And you might say, "Oh, man, come on, you ran a sale on the website you don't mention, I already clicked on stuff." I got you. Got a little something for you. Bobak and I came up with it. But let's talk about, again, decking yourself out, and I realize a lot of these, situations I'm talking about are gonna be kind of more mask presenting outfits. We played with other stuff, right? We do have, we do a whole bunch of line of products that I'm gonna not gonna they're not ready all the way yet. For example, TSA key earrings, right? You can see Emily modeling them here. They're not completely ready for production yet. I'm still working a few kinks out. Like, they could be better. But as far as my outfit goes, well, here's some easy ones for you, right? Uncuff links. We've talked about them before, handcuff key cuff links. If you're not familiar with them, they're neat. They're an easy, fun thing. I remember way back in the day, I actually got handcuff keys as cuff links from my buddy Renderman at his wedding. And yeah, I think I was wearing them at my wedding. No, I was wearing a Portofino turnback cuff at my wedding. So sorry, buddy. But I have worn your cufflinks as well that way. But if you don't have a cool Canadian making you literally forging and metal soldering handcuff keys into your cufflinks, you can get the commercial ones. We got you. I also was wearing a bypass band bracelet. That's kind of a shove knife that's ornately made by another friend of mine, James, Dark Arts Lockpicking. James hand makes all these down in Australia. And frankly, I think they look really sharp. I think no matter what gender anybody is, you can make it work. You can pull it off. We do have the underdoor tool. You've seen me talk about this before, right? The underdoor tool belt. If you want to be carrying that on you at all times, it's something that I'm very happy to have developed. Now you might be saying, "Wait a minute, Dave, you're looking extra sharp there on the belt buckle. That's not the stock belt buckle." Well, no, it's not. And it doesn't matter. Because remember, how are these belts used? They're made to have the belt buckles removable. You can go online, buy any freaking ratchet style belt buckle you want. They're all the same technology. I bought myself a fancy one. Nice. And of course, there's other easy ones you can try, like wallet carry, purse carry, phone case carry. These are all things that generally you're going to have with you, even if you're snazzed up. In your wallet, you can put door shim material. You can even slip our skeleton hook down the rib of your wallet. That's what I do with mine. If you have a purse, well, you've got a whole litany of things you can carry in there. I don't know how you're going to arrange it, but hell, you could carry half of our freaking field kits in a nice, tasteful bag. If you have a phone case, though, right? Maybe you're keeping it slim, just a little clutch. Probably going to have your phone. Your phone's probably got a case on it. I know mine does. Underneath my phone case, I keep a whole bunch of other flat tools, little bypass decoder tools, etc., things like that. Unfolded aluminum can door shims, I've used those. But let's say you want to carry some kit not like in a pocket or in a bag. You just want it on the outfit. Maybe less likely to be searched or noticed if somebody makes you empty your pockets. This one's going way back, and I wish I could attribute it. I don't know if it was originally Raimundo, who made the original Bogotas, who thought this up, or someone working with him, because this is an idea as old as time. The safety pin carry on the Bogotas. Have you seen this? I think some of you have. Right behind the lapel on a suit jacket, right? This is the way to be, right? Little safety pin in here. Bogota pick set that you can pull right out, close at hand, easy to use. Totally effective tools, very functional. You can see me using them here in a lockpick village to open some stuff up. They're not the best picks ever, but they are the smallest and easiest to carry. That's why the Bogota sets have been popular forever. You can carry the standard classic Bogotas, which, we do have. We have the titanium ones for low magnetic signature. Or I love the flats, honestly. I've been carrying the flats even more often. Again, they lay even better underneath the collar here. Love it. Had them on me.
It's unlocked, but they can't turn it. I kind of like what the mini said.
Is that the only flat piece of metal I had in my fancy outfit that night at the gala? No, it is not. Because I also had collar stay tools, right? Again, depends on how you like to wear your shirts, how much you starch that collar. If you like to look really sharp and angled, collar stays. You don't have to use the little cheap plastic ones that come with your shirts. Metal collar stays are a thing in the fashion industry. They've been a long time. It's not uncommon to have little bits of metal in there. Why do they just have to be straight pieces? Why not add some little jigglers on the end of that? We make those now too. So yes, a set of flat Bogotas with a safety pin to hold them, metal collar stays, and a variety of jigglers. That's something that I started calling the dinner jacket kit. And when it's not in your suit itself, when you send this guy to the dry cleaners, where do you keep your stuff? Little case like this. This is our small dinner jacket set. And man, I am so happy with this. I designed the case in conjunction with one of our suppliers who works with leather. It holds everything in a really, really nice way. But I think this is freaking sharp. I think this is tight. Likewise, you may have seen on my list, I had some electronic gear, the Flipper Zero, the Proxmark, my little RFID implants in my hand that I could clone stuff onto. So how are you going to carry that around? I'll be honest, the Flipper Zero, you can put it in a pocket. It's not super slim and it's not super subtle. Everyone kind of knows what it is. If you want to use it, you're sitting there holding it, tapping on it. It used to just look like an electronic toy. More and more people know what the Flipper is. I don't carry and use my Flipper as much anymore. I do carry my Proxmark, however. I love bringing it out. I love at parties and cocktail hours. Hey, you got a badge? You got a thing? Can we check this out? One time I was invited to a golf event and I was like, I wonder how they track these golf balls for that motion capture. Are they doing, there's no chips inside of them. I was trying to scan the golf ball to see if it had, I don't know, some kind of NFC tag in there. But if you do want to carry a Proxmark, how do you carry yours? Have you ever bought a Proxmark from us or Hacker Warehouse or something like that? It's the number one RFID hacking tool, right? Well, it's sensitive. You can't just throw it in a backpack. You don't want to just jam it in a pocket. There's no good case for the Proxmark. Or I should say, there wasn't until now. This is our large dinner jacket case. Not that large, it's the size of a wallet, basically, but I designed it to hold a Proxmark. And some associated gear, a little charging cable in there, a little operating cable, some credentials you could stuff in there. I like this little front ID window. I use it for my RFID detector card. But yeah, I was using my Proxmark that evening and many other nights in Bluetooth mode, because again, if you've seen my videos about connecting your Proxmark to a phone, you can do that. Turn on the little Bluetooth backpack. I can keep this just in my breast pocket of my suit jacket. And then I was showing people that I could just pick up a badge or something. I could pick up a hotel room key. If it was like, here, imagine you just kind of had that laying there. I do a lift. I could drop it in my breast pocket here, which was holding my pocket square, being kept nice and square by a door shim. But then I'm just a person on my phone. I don't look suspicious. I'm walking around, I'm attacking and cracking the keys. I'm dumping the credentials on cards. And if someone says, hey, did I just see you pick up something on that table? Is that your, I go, oh yeah, somebody left this. I was looking for security. Is this yours? Where do I turn this in? I wanted to give this back to somebody. I don't look like a person laying a badge onto a weird piece of tech and like effing around with a laptop. So this is kind of the most low-profile way of doing RFID attacks in the field that I have found. At one point, I literally cloned somebody's work badge, placed it back on the table. I mean, they knew I was doing this. It wasn't actual theft. But I showed I could drop it in my pocket, clone it from my phone, put it away, and then the absolute, like, piece de resistance, I just kind of held my hand over the Proxmark, lined it up. I got a little lucky. These antennas don't couple super well, but I knew where it was, and I clicked again, and sure enough, I wrote it to my hand. And we, showed that we could open somebody's door with my hands. So I'm really happy with these, right? I told you that I'd have a little something for you because now people are like, oh, come on, man. That looks so cool. I know people in my life. You have some penetration pals that could use a stocking stuff or a last minute gift. I know that the official Black Friday sale is over on the website I don't mention. But talked it over, and here's what we're gonna do. This is an item that's live, and we have it online, just the cases if you own our gear already, or if you wanna buy it bundled up with all the kit that I just showed you. We got all different variants on the site. I'm not gonna link to it. Someone in the comments will. But if you already purchase something from Blue Group Gadgets this holiday season, and you tell us that in your, like, order, I'll refund your shipping, or technically, I'm gonna make Chad refund your shipping. So Chad, our warehouse manager, just put it in the notes, be like, "Hey, I already placed an order this Black Friday. This was my order number. Please use the same email address so we can validate this." And if you did so, and you're buying any of this kit, or frankly, anything else, you're buying another something, whatever, I don't care, I'll have Chad refund domestic shipping. I'm sorry, international people. Shipping's crazy these days. But as a little something else for you, just in case it's possible, maybe you do live overseas, maybe you live down in Australia by James or something. These are gonna be the giveaway this week. The giveaway, as you know, you sign up, you're good forever. I'm not gonna get it shipped before Christmas, probably, but I'll get a drawing done before Christmas. And one of the small kits, one of the large cases, probably with the tools in them. The small ones, yeah, I'll give you the Bogotas, I'll give you the safety pin, I'll give you the collar stays. Am I giving away the Proxmark? I didn't ask Bobak about that. I want to. Even if he says no, I'll have a spare Proxmark. I'll give you a Proxmark. Yes. So that's your giveaway. That's the holiday gift from me to you. I enjoy this so much. I know it's just leather work. I mean, let's be honest, it's not a lot of, well, some of the collar stays, I helped develop them with Jeff and other people. And yeah, a lot of this stuff, I just like bringing ideas, right? Do you like this stuff? Tell me down below if you think this is cool, or you think it's dumb, or you think, come on, man, I don't have any reason to be dressed up fancy. Yes, you do. You do, because you're fabulous. You're wonderful. Just get dressed up for no reason. There's nothing wrong with being the best dressed person in the room, you and whoever you go out with. All the people you love, all the people you enjoy seeing. You can bet I'm going to be fancy all through the rest of this holiday season. And I got a lot of places to be. I'm at Vegas right now, obviously. I'm still here. I leave tomorrow morning. Got to get to the East Coast for a holiday party. Then I got to bounce all the way back across California for a client. I'm going to be in Seattle just for like a second. Then I'm going to see some friends. And I'm going to be back to Cape May, see my family. And I'm going to be down in North Carolina. Man, there's a North Jersey bounce in there. I don't even know where I'm going to wind up in the new year. But I promise to keep you all informed. Wherever you are, whether you're staying home, whether you're traveling, maybe not as much as my crazy ass, I hope that you stay safe. I hope that everyone's in good health. I hope you share a good bit of food, a wine. Get yourself around people who love you and care about you. Even if you don't think you have anybody, the holidays can bring some sadness, but search around. Put the word out. People are going to give you some invites. I just know it. It's happening for me. It'll happen for you too. I love you all very, very much. I wish you a very, very happy holiday season, and I hope that you and everyone you love stay safe out there.